Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. On this episode, I'm going to talk about installing drawer slides, and specifically that part of the drawer slide that attaches to the furniture and not the drawer itself. And I'm going to go over two different scenarios. One in which the furniture that you are installing the drawer into is fully enclosed, like a cabinet or something like that. And the other is like an end table or buffet where there may not be a bottom to the cabinet. So you're installing the drawer in a situation where there's not a bottom you can use as a reference, basically. Now, many of you are probably aware of products that are out there that allow you to like hold the drawer slide in place relative to the front of the cabinet while you attach it to the side. Those things, they must work fairly well. They've been on sale forever. But I really don't have an opinion on them because I never used them. Long ago, I found something that works for me, really simple. I wanted to share it. All right? Now, if you watched my episode on knockdown furniture fasteners, you probably are familiar with this model that I built in that episode. This is a replica, if you will, of one of the bays that I installed in my closet for the renovation project that I talked about. Actually, the process I'm going to use or show you here is how I installed the slides for the wire clothing baskets that I put into my closet. Matter of fact, here's a picture of them here. I should say first that the first thing you're going to want to do for whatever drawer slides that you're working with is read the instructions that came with the product. There will be in those documents, I'm sure, important dimensions and other information that you're going to want to know when you start actually doing the installation. But what I'm hopeful here is that once you've read that, what I will show you might help you physically attach at least that component that goes with the furniture onto the furniture. So with that, the first thing I did, like with the closet remodel project, is figure out, again, given that it was an enclosed cabinet, how far up for the two drawers that I installed did the bottom of the drawer slides need to be mounted in the cabinet? Like how far up from the bottom did the bottom of those slides need to be? And once I figured that out, I really just cut a piece of plywood or MDF in this case, and put it in the cabinet, get the appropriate clamp to hold it in place, and then just slide the drawer slide. Here's my little fake drawer slide. However far back, can't really see from here, they need to go. And once that's in place, you just screw and attach it. And then you do the exact same thing on the other side. It's really that simple. And then for the bottom drawer, like in the closet project, I then take this piece of MDF to my table saw and, cut it down and do the same thing. Put it on the bottom, clamp it appropriately, get the drawer slide, and attach it, and do the exact same thing to the other side. Yeah, really that simple. So now I will go through the process that I use when I'm installing a drawer slide in a situation where I can't use the bottom of the cabinet as a reference, like an end table situation, something like that, where there is no bottom. All right? This is a model of an end table. This is a model of an end table. Now, I put this together quickly yesterday. Actually, it's not even glued up. I just put it together really quickly. I was going to glue it up and whatnot, but I thought I might actually use it for future episodes, so I didn't sand it or anything. I just kind of put it together for this demonstration, and we'll see what happens. So again, this will demonstrate the process I use for a situation where there's no bottom of a cabinet or a piece of furniture that you can use as a reference. All right, and again, it's really simple. In this situation, the first thing I do is figure out where the top of the drawer slide needs to go. And I should say first that for pieces like this, end tables, buffets, usually most of the time, unless it's going to be something with a lot of weight or a lot of use, like the clothing baskets in the closet, or like a desk that I've made for people, I've used metal drawer slides. But for things like this, I actually usually use wood drawer slides, which is what I'll show you here. So once I figure out where the top of the drawer slide needs to be, see, I'll make up a little jig just to measure down from the top, again, to make a good reference point to attach the drawer slide. Let me show you what I do here. Get this out of the way. So I'll make up a little, focus here, like a jig like this. Basically a funky T-square, something like that, to use to put across the top of the table. Let me show you. Clamp it so I don't knock it off the table here and it falls apart. So yeah, once I figure out where the top of the drawer slide needs to be, I put this jig in place and then clamp it so it doesn't move. And then get my drawer slide, and yeah, similar to the other situation, put it wherever I want it, and then screw it in place. Just to show you what this looks like in real life, this is actually one of a set of 2 end tables I made for my bedroom. Actually, it goes along with the bed that I also made. You might have seen another episode where I talked about making tenons on long stock. Actually, I also made the chest of drawers. I made the whole set. But this is 1 of 2 end tables, and just to show you what this looks like here, the drawer slides. Again, I just like wood drawer slides. If you wax these once they're installed, I find they work great to hold the drawer. I mean, full extension, obviously, and yeah, easy to install, work great. I have furniture I've made for years with wood slides, and no issues whatsoever, even with seasonal wood expansion, contraction. Again, as long as it's fitted right in the beginning and you wax the slides, you should have no problem with it. Just to show you an example of where I've used wood drawer slides in other applications, this is a buffet I made not long ago, and all the drawers in this piece use wood drawer slides, including the bottom drawer, which is pretty big, and at this point filled with table linens and whatnot, and it works fine. And this last picture is just to show you the piece mid-construction where the drawer slides have been installed. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you found this episode useful. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified of future episodes. All right? Take care.